Yeah, walking the evening route with y'all. You know, we're going to discuss just ancient occult knowledge. It's like all the information we receive, we can't call it really knowledge or anything. It's just information. The reason why is because there is knowledge, real knowledge. But it was like passed down first from not where we think it came from. It came from Kemet. But Kemet wasn't called Kemet, it was called something else. I traced it to where it comes to Chaldean. These people now left after the diaspora or whatever of Kemet, and they was walking around like gypsies. These gypsies had like little secrets, tricks, books, texts, knowledge of astrology, the weather, nature, and they went around not just teaching it, but healing. The healing that these Kemites was doing, they was called, also known later on after the Chaldees, yes brother, they was also called the Magi's. These Magi's now, all they did was they went around doing feats like magic, miracles, healing people, raising people from the dead, which was nothing back then. Everybody did that. If you look up the thing called necromancy, necromancy was an art. It was banned, and they don't want nobody to know that. But basically the theory is a body doesn't die till a person is decayed. And that's the theory of why they said in the Bible, the man left his home, and when he came back, his house was ramshacked by thieves. That meant the spirit left and the man was in a coma, but they buried his body. But he wasn't dead, he came back. He came back to a robbed house, which was his corpse buried. So that's the art of necromancy, and it's still around. People do it, but it's hidden. Only the occult do it. Now, we have all these Magi's, or Chaldees, which was also later on codified as demons, hidden now into the Egyptians' books. Because when it got to Babylon, yes, by the time it got to Babylon, it was now in books being taught. By the time it got to the Egyptians, it was just being preserved. So when now the books whole thing come into effect with the burning of Alexandria and the destruction of the temple, was the big takeover and the big turn in wisdom and knowledge to where man started descending into ignorance and darkness, because they took knowledge away and left us these half-copy books. Think about it. You come to America and they brought you no knowledge. Not one book was translated from German. Not one book was translated from French. And that's where all the knowledge of the East was at, in those two language books. So we started writing speculatory book while the Masons came and took the real knowledge and was doing their thing, building America. Yes. They had the sacred geometry, they had the sacred astrology, and they was using it against us. So what wound up happening, we wind up now thinking that we had real knowledge, believed in everything they were saying. So by us believing in all that stuff, we wind up now started our own self speculation information. These speculation information led to a whole new generation of new science, new beliefs, new information. A lot of the books became our modern theology of science, such as quantum physics, Albert Einstein's theory of relativity. All of these was originally scrolls passed on to many different societies that used them in ways to actually make it seem like they're smart or somebody brought something new into this world. You always got to remember, the truth is hidden many layers below. The Wizard of Oz is the one down there that controls it. He have you on the 7th floor and you think that's the 1st floor. So you don't know what's below on the other floors. But those are his bag of tricks that he uses against you every day. So if you're not aware of these wizards' tricks, you would believe you're evolving and advancing. But I don't see nobody getting any advance. We have never invented nothing more than a tablet and a touch screen. They tricked us for years with these UFOs. If you look from back in when UFOs was first started, these was these big metallic objects. Now you see UFO, they little flashes of light. It looked like technology of UFOs advanced at the same rate as the technology of the United States. I don't believe the UFOs gave it to them, because how come the UFOs wasn't advanced back then? So they advancing too at the rate the United States and the world is? I don't know about that one. Think about it. All you see is lights now and this other thing. Maybe UFOs all along was just holograms, and it's really these beings you see behind me, the one with his mouth open, and they're hidden, and they don't want you to tell you about it, and so they use it in different ways. What you think? Well, the bottom line is this. It's more going on than we think. The occult world got control of everything, which means the information is hidden. So if you want the truth, you're going to have to go study books like Magic, The Left-Hand Craft, a lot of banned books from this world, you can't get, that's from foreign French, and especially Italian and German, because they got the direct translations from not just the Greeks and the Romans. They got it from the Chaldeans, the Babylonians. Before that, they got shit that is just don't have no author, no name, but it's really sacred information. So you got to realize this is how they do it, and keep one nation or one language, you could say, all ignorant to everything, and use them to pay for the rest of the world. So we're voting, we're believing, and we're thinking, but everything we're doing is wrong. They got the truth and it's hidden, but you can find it now. Like I said, follow the left-hand path, the third way. All of these things, though, don't believe in them, because a lot of them, being that they're soulless people, they have to use circles, make incantations, do altars to do it. Everything is in your mind. The subconscious and the conscious controls everything. Learn that and you're good. University of Conscious Science. One love.